There is a saying that one man's trash is another man's treasure. What do you think about this saying? Do you agree or disagree with it? Why or why not? Hello, dear colleagues. Today we are going to talk about how to make reading and writing more interactive and engaging for our elementary students. And we will look at an effective method called T-charts. So without any further ado, let's get started. There are many methods and approaches to teach reading and writing skills. One of them is T-charts. The T-charts method is particularly effective in elementary classrooms because it caters to visual and interactive learning styles. This approach is based on the idea that students learn best when they are actively involved in the learning process and when they can see the connections between what they are learning and the real world around them. In practice, this method can be implemented by using T-charts to compare facts versus opinions on a topic. A T-chart is a graphic organizer that visually represents two categories of information side by side. It has two columns and one row. The left column represents facts, which are objective and verifiable pieces of information. The right column represents opinions, which are subjective and may vary from person to person. For example, if the topic is pets, then some facts might include dogs need exercise, and cats can be indoor or outdoor pets. Some opinions might include dogs are better than cats, and having a pet is fun. To begin, introduce the topic to your students and ask them to think of as many facts and opinions related to it. Write the topic at the top of the board and draw a T-chart with two columns labeled facts and opinions. Then ask students to work in small groups or pairs to come up with examples of facts and opinions related to the topic. Encourage them to use evidence and reasoning to support their claims. For example, if the topic is should students be allowed to use cell phones at school? A fact could be many students have cell phones. An opinion could be cell phones help students stay safe. After the brainstorming session, bring the class back together and have each group share their ideas. Write the facts and opinions on the board in the appropriate columns. Discuss the difference between facts and opinions and why it is important to distinguish between the two. For example, explain that facts can be proven true or false, while opinions are based on personal feelings and beliefs. You can also ask students to provide evidence from the text to support their claims. Facts must be supported by facts and opinions must be supported by feelings or beliefs. Then ask students to choose one fact and one opinion from the list and write a sentence using each. They can write the sentences on the board or in their notebooks. For example, a fact sentence about cell phones could be many students have cell phones. An opinion sentence about cell phones could be cell phones help students stay safe. As a follow-up activity, ask students to write a paragraph using at least 3 facts and 1 opinion about the topic. They can write their paragraphs on the board or hand them in for homework. If you want to extend the activity, ask students to switch roles and write a paragraph using only facts or only opinions. Here are some things to keep in mind when using the T-charts method. First, ensure that the activity is age-appropriate. Younger students may need simpler sentences and topics. Second, incorporate student input. Ask students for their ideas and examples and encourage them to share their thoughts. Third, encourage collaboration. Have students work in pairs or small groups to discuss and refine their ideas. Fourth, use colorful, tactile materials or visual aids to reinforce concepts. Elementary students are often more engaged when they can see and touch what they are learning. Fifth, provide opportunities for students to reflect or present their work. Ask students to think about what they learned and how they can apply it to other topics. You may also need to modify the approach to suit diverse learners. For example, students who need additional support may benefit from simpler topics and sentences. Students who are ready for more enrichment may enjoy more challenging topics and sentence structures. So that was the T-charts method. I hope you find this video useful, and I hope it gives you some new ideas to try out in your classroom. Don't forget to like this video and comment below to let me know what you think. I would love to hear from you. Subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos and leave a comment below with video suggestions for future topics that you would like us to cover. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.